And what a football game this was. 31-28. Joe and Troy were on the call. And Joe, I'll start with you as I always do. I look at the stat sheet here in front of me, and to see 13 penalties for 109 yards, a pick six that went, 99, which was an amazing play. It's just awfully unusual to see Kansas City kind of contribute to what ultimately is their own demise, isn't it?
Yeah, I was actually going to go there late in the game because it just felt like this is such an atypical game for what we've come to expect from Andy Reid's Kansas City Chiefs. It just was one of those nights. I mean, the penalties piled up. The special teams penalties were killers.
Right.
You get the kickoff out of bounds. It helps to start the drive at the 40. You know, it was just one of those nights, I think, for Kansas City. And like you said, one of those nights for the Jacksonville Jaguars. That was, for them, a thing of beauty. And who knows what this launches them into being as they go through the rest of this season. This is a big win for Liam Coen's team.
Without question, first-year coach, and they're 4-1. And Troy, you made the point coming out of the 2-minute timeout that this is the kind of drive that can change a season. And I'm thinking, yeah, but I'm interested in your perspective. I mean, when you win a game this way against that team who has been the yardstick against which all others are measured in the AFC, what's your sense of what this means for them in the short and long term?
Well, this is one of those defining games. I mean, the season's going to determine what ultimately this game meant. But I think that if they can continue to do what they've shown up to this point, like all good teams, whether it was the teams I was a part of, the Kansas City Chiefs, or whoever, you look back and you say, you know, that was the game that got us going. This organization, in large part, has been on the mat for quite some time, and this is a game that when they look back, if they ultimately are able to go on and do what they're capable of doing and what they hope to do, this is that game, because it was a measuring stick by all accounts. And to be able to be here at home, the crowd was excited to be watching, to see what they were going to be able to do. And as Trevor Lawrence said at the end of the game, it wasn't perfect, but no game is, but they did what they had to do at the end, and this is a big win.
I agree, and I'm interested, Joe, in your perspective as well, just on how much of a magnifier it is because of who it was against. I mean, I'm down here at field level, and people are excited, but you know they've got to be scared to death because there's time on the clock, and we've seen what that man can do. Troy, you made the point it's not over. Joe, the magnifier that are the Chiefs on this night, how do you see it?
Yeah, I see it the same way. I mean, this was an impressive night. I mean, they're down 14-0.
Right.
And nothing was really working. They were down 7-0, and then they're knocking on the door, and the Chiefs make a couple of stops on Lawrence, trying to run it in, then trying to go over the top. Then they take it down 93 yards, 97 yards, and end up getting it into the end zone. It's 14-0, and you're thinking an answer's got to come right now. And they kept answering, and that play by Devin Lloyd was phenomenal. And then they got the bad call on the no call on the pass interference that led to an interception that led to the game-tying touchdown. There were a lot of things that I think Jacksonville in years past, and Troy was making this point during the game, might have folded the tents, and they didn't, and they kept coming, and they end up winning this game. That's why I think it's got a little extra oomph to it here tonight.
A lot of layers. Who they beat, the resilience they showed. It's a heck of a night here in Duval County. Hey, you're in my neighborhood next week, but it's a doubleheader, so I don't get to drive to that one. I get to go to New York and talk to you, and instead of face-to-face, it'll be like this.
We'll go turn the lights on at your house, and we'll have it nice and cozy for you when you get back.
The kids and Steph would love to see you. You swing on by, and I'll be there late, okay?
All right, good.
Go.
We'll see you, fellas.
All right.
Thank you, buddy.
See you, Scott.
All right, Joe and Troy, on the night that the Jaguars get a victory coming up. A couple of games ahead of the bye. They take on Seattle and the Rams. You see it's yet another big game for the Chiefs. That's all they seem to play. They're everybody's biggest game. They take on Detroit. Vegas and Washington will be in Arrowhead for a game week 8. And then a game against Buffalo before their bye. But this is a 2-3 start for a team that, as Joe mentioned on the broadcast, didn't lose its third last year until the Super Bowl. And Trevor Lawrence, I'll get up to greet him properly. Have we ever met in person? Scott Van Pelt. If we haven't, it's good. We've seen each other from across the field. You've been on the show, but here you are face to face.
Good to see you.
And man, I tell you, the last time we were here, I was standing in the tunnel when you had to walk past and you were limping after that Cincinnati game. The vibe tonight on your birthday after this. You got to hold the mic or they won't be able to hear you.
Are we on? Are we going?
Yeah,
we're going.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Oh, we're live. What's up, guys?
Here we are.
That's on me. Yeah, better finish than a couple years ago.
It's all good. It's a mulligan. We'll hit another breakfast bowl. But the birthday is capped off with a remarkable win against a team that's the benchmark in the AFC by all accounts. So to win this way and to fight over and over again, how does it define who this group is right now?
It's just a great opportunity for our team. I mean, you look at some of the adversity we've had to deal with just in games and us being able to battle back. Obviously, things didn't start off great for us, got in a 14-point hole early, and we just kept battling, kept fighting. Had some huge plays on defense, offense. We ended up, being able to make some plays in the second half. But that's what I love about this group. We just keep fighting. Yeah,
you mentioned adversity. It's 14-0. You're down on the goal line, and I was joking with our guys, Swag and RC, and we're watching and Jason, and we're like, that play always works, right? The quarterback just put it across. Bolton made a hell of a play, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, he made a good play. Obviously, fourth down there, trying to do anything to get it across, and he timed it up right. I thought it might have crossed still, but it was a close call. And yeah, I mean, like you said, that one there. I mean, we give up points there and still find a way to win the game when we gave it up on the 1 yard line.
All right, there's so much that went on. I'm going to try to work maybe backwards, like the movie Memento. Like you're backed up, but actually not. 40-yard line after the kick goes out of bounds. A couple of monster throws, one on third down to Thomas, then a PI in the end zone. Just the drive and what the sort of your job as the quarterback in that moment. How do you describe that?
Just trying to find a good one to start the drive. Like trying to get a completion to start. Ended up, I think, scrambling early.
Twice.
Using my legs. And, that was what the defense gave me a lot of opportunities to run. They do a good job in coverage. And they're sticky, play a lot of different coverages, and had some opportunities to run. But for me, I had seen these opportunities to Brian kind of all game long, and we didn't get to hit them yet. And then we got the one-on-one. Okay, see that falling down right there.
Buddy, I'm laughing because I can't think of any more terrifying place to fall down than in the midst of the Kansas City defensive line.
Yeah.
And remarkably.
And no timeouts in 30
exactly.
seconds.
But
yeah.
your O-line did an amazing job to keep you or give you the ability to get upright. And then you said use your legs. You did a ton of that tonight. Was it by design?
That's something, I feel like to start this season, I've kind of been getting back in the flow a little bit, and using my legs is a part of my game that I think when I'm playing well and creating, that's something I do and that helps our offense. So that's something I've emphasized the last couple weeks that I want to do more of, and I think it helped us on third down tonight.
I looked up at the clock immediately because I'm wondering how much time does Patrick have. I did the same thing Sunday night when I saw the Patriots score. It's like, how much time does Josh have? How scary is that group with any time at all left on the clock?
Yeah, you've just seen how many times they've done it. They've gone on the field, kicked a last-second field goal or whatever it is to tie it or win it. So I was telling the guys on the sideline, obviously our defense, I trust them and felt good about us getting a stop. But I also telling the guys, hey, they got 3 timeouts. Let's stay locked in because it was such an emotional finish. We got to be ready just in case they go down and get a field goal.
We talked about this a bunch on Countdown. And Troy Aikman, guy's in the Hall of Fame and his career is done so he could admit it. He's like, look, this isn't another game. It's just not. It's Monday night and it's Kansas City. I get that it counts the same. But he and Joe made the point in the broadcast. Like this, you win like this against a team like this, it only makes you 4-1. But within the group, does it magnify belief to do this like that?
For sure. You love to see your team on a big stage show up and perform, and that says a lot about our team. And we got to continue to do that as we get more opportunities like this. I feel like this was a great opportunity to show everybody what kind of team we are, and but it is just one step, like you said. There's a lot more left.
All right, I know. There's one thing we're going to get to. One last thing, Devin Lloyd, the 99-yard run. If we talked to him, I was going to ask him, when's the last time you ran 99 yards and someone was chasing you? What's the sideline like when he's being kind of hawked by a guy that runs a 4.3? But there was an amazing convoy down the sideline.
Yeah, I mean, watching it as when these defensive guys get the ball, I'm always watching like how they're tucking it just because they're not used to carrying it. So I'm seeing this guy come up behind him. I'm like,
here comes Thornton.
Don't get stripped.
Here comes Thornton.
He did a great job. He kept it tucked. Didn't celebrate early.
I kept wondering at what point is he going to run out of gas? And he really never did. But then the next drive he had to tap out midway through because I'm sure he's exhausted.
It's the worst part about getting a pick six if you're right back on the field. But that was a huge play. I mean, obviously, in us winning this game.
All right, well, I'm told I wasn't involved in this, so if it's terrible, it's not my fault. It is your birthday, and we like to plan for things, so I believe we have something for you. And the folks, I think, already sang it. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys want to sing it? Happy birthday to you. You go.
Appreciate you guys.
You got it.
It's almost not my birthday. It's almost past midnight.
26. Hey, you're supposed to be the one getting the gifts. You gave them quite a gift tonight. I don't know what flavor it is. What the hell? Let's cut it up and see what. It's your birthday. You cut it up. See what we got. Get a little taste of it. See if it's any good. We'll move the forks out of the way. There we go.
Vanilla. Like that.
What kind do you typically like?
Like vanilla.
Yeah, okay, there. Just let it fall. It'll be fine. I mean, your pants are a mess. It's a disaster anyway. We'll clean it up. All right, have a bite if you like. All right, you know what? I will too.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go in with a little hand bite.
All right, perfect.
Well, that's nice.
Pretty good?
That's pretty tasty.
Pretty the same.
So there we go. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Whoever made it, very good.
You guys did me a favor tonight. My wife and her family are from here, so they asked if I would do the do ball thing. I said, I'm only doing it if you let my family do it. So my kiddos came out. So quite a night that you gave them quite a gift on tonight. They're celebrating their hometown team winning. Congratulations, man.
Awesome.
It's a hell of a win. You were brilliant.
Brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Stay well. Good luck and good health, most importantly.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it sucks. You know, you let a game slip away. Credit to them. They played hard. They played hard the entire game, and they got a lot of good football players. And they closed out there at the end. And so it still sucks whenever you get a lead like that and you're not able to hold it through the rest of the game.
What did you see on the interception return as you look back at it anywhere? Maybe
Yeah, I mean, they just got me with the coverage that they played. They had played zero kind of inside that 10-yard area in previous games, and they hadn't shown the poppers with the linebackers popping out when they were protected. And I think back to a game against Cincinnati early in the year that they hit Jamar Chase kind of on a slant route, and so I saw the look and I checked to the play with the in routes, having 3 ends, knowing that they were going to try to pass off the guys, and Juju was going to pop wide open, and he did. But credit to, I mean, they schemed themselves, and they kind of looked over what they could do better, and he popped right underneath where I was throwing the ball. And so it was a great call by them defensively, and obviously a great play by Zero, getting the pick. And then I got to find a way to tackle him or slow him down after he gets the interception.
If that's like the biggest mistake, Patrick, just how much of it is going to nag you guys when you look back and just the amount of penalties you have that sort of stopped your momentum at times?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of just talks about our whole entire season. I mean, I feel like we have the guys, and we've executed at certain points in the game and looked really good, and then we crush ourselves with penalties and mistakes and interceptions and fumbles or whatever that is. I mean, it's just we've kind of done that to ourselves all year long. It's kind of been one guy here or there, and in this league, it's so close that those change games, and so we got to be better. You know, we've lost too many games already, and so we got to find a way to be better as a team and come together and play better throughout the rest of the season.
I think that's a very candid and accurate assessment of the situation at the moment, as it always is from Patrick Mahomes. They weren't clean. They turned it over. 13 penalties. They conspire in their own demise. The pick was an amazing sort of cat and mouse game. Is that what we start with on here? Because I'd love for you to explain what it is when you the disguised pressure, or actually no, it's not pressure. I'm going to drop into coverage.
Yeah. So what they're going to see here, right? They're going to be on the back end. They're going to be in man-to-man. So what he said he checked to was we're going to get a clear out by Thornton, and we're going to get double ends by Juju and also by Travis Kelce. But who makes this play is Devin Lloyd. Now, you see Devin Lloyd here. He's lined up at the linebacker position. He's going to rush into the line. He's going to first engage with one of the linemen. Then he pops out underneath, and Patrick Mahomes never sees him. So as we watch the play develop, you're going to see everything that Patrick Mahomes wanted, he got. Juju's wide open, but Devin Lloyd popping out from the line of scrimmage, catches the football, makes a move on Patrick Mahomes, and here's the fun part. This dude ain't ran this far with people chasing him since he's been a full-grown adult. And you got a dude behind you that's running 4.2. He gets it to the end zone, doesn't drop the ball before because we're defensive players and we're smart. Now, this play is all about Trevor Lawrence. You already talked about it. There were scrambles, there were big throws, and now you're on the goal line after the pass interference. When he snaps this football and falls, I cannot imagine the panic that is in his heart and the way his stomach has fell into his butt. Now, this is what you want to see. We're going to get a huge block that's a pancake block by the left tackle. And so when Trevor Lawrence gets up, he's going to have an opportunity to escape here and get it to the end zone. He also has to break a tackle. Now, what's funny is as we watch this play continue, he falls again. So imagine the panic of the second fall. He gets off the ground, it's the pancake block, breaks the tackle, gets it to the end zone. This is a signature drive for Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I'm going to get your thoughts on that in just a moment, but first let's get the thoughts of Liam Coen, his head coach, after that play that led to victory.
What was going through your head on that last touchdown?
Throw it away. No, I mean, because, you know, when he got stepped on and he's coming out of it and you're like, oh my gosh, throw it away so we could have another down. Man, what an individual effort. I mean, obviously, tough moment where I can only imagine where he was at in that moment on the ground. But to get up, break, 3 tackles or whatever it was, 2 tackles, and shed some dude off and go running in the end. I mean, that's an unbelievable individual effort. Yeah, we'd love it to be cleaner and just make it a nice executed play. But at the end of the day, it's about winning. And I'm proud of the toughness that he showed at the end of that game.
All that matters is do you have one more than the other team when it's over, and Jacksonville did. We heard Troy talk about it. I asked Trevor a little bit about it. I'm interested if you believe that a win like this on October the 5th, right? I mean, January is January, February is February. But beating this team this way on this night, the way they did it, Ryan, does it change the way a group looks at itself in the room?
Think about this. Think about the way a loss changed this team when we were here just 2 years ago against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Right.
When you play against the Kansas City Chiefs, you said it earlier, people use this as a litmus test to see where they are. And when Patrick Mahomes does what Patrick Mahomes does and you answer in this way, it's huge for your team.
And you think about the fractional nature of the National Football League. If he falls here and with no timeouts and the clock's running crazy, now you got to clock it and you've got one miracle play and it doesn't work. Jacksonville's left to think, we got to the 1-inch line and got the ball knocked away. We got to the 1-yard line and didn't score. And so everything looks different. That's that. Whether this game changes them or not, they won this game, and the manner in which they did means they don't have to examine the way they would have had they lost it. Does that make sense?
Well, what it allows you to do is examine it in a win, right? So,
exactly.
So it's a different way to look at it. Like, we still won this game, but look how much better we can be.
Right, and you got stuff you got to clean up. Yeah. That's the happy side of this. The Chiefs, look, when they look good, they look like the wrecking ball that they've been for a decade. But they are 2-3.
Yeah.
And you look at their schedule, and it feels like every game, whether it's us or NBC or Fox or CBS or Amazon Prime or Netflix or any other place that televises football, they're the game everyone wants to get. And they're in the game against the Lions and then they're game against Buffalo. What do you see when you see them now?
You see an incomplete team with extremely good individual players. Travis Kelce had a good game tonight, but he's no longer the Travis Kelce of old. We don't see the same things from Chris Jones. The back end has new players where communication is slightly off, but Nick Bolton still makes plays. This is still a scary team, but this isn't that team that we can just count on week in and week out to win the one-score games. There's some execution that is missing. There's also some mental errors that we're seeing, like the penalties you spoke about.
I think when there's an aura of invincibility and it gets fractured and you poke holes in it, then people like this that are in the same weight class or aspire to be in the weight class, they look at them and go, you know what? We can beat you. Yeah. And so far 3 teams have. On his 26th birthday, Trevor Lawrence leads a game-winning drive that features him falling on his bum, getting up, breaking a tackle, high-stepping in for a second touchdown of the night. A lot of folks singing to him tonight. I wonder if do they have a cake in the locker room? We had a cake. What they got in the locker room? Let's find out.
Guess what, man? Guess what? Guess what?
Winning feels good.
And I'm so proud to be your coach. Yes, sir. So proud to be your coach. Great job. Trevor Lawrence, get us a break. Let's go.
Fun, man. Short week. Let's just keep it rolling. Get healthy. Love y'all, boys. Appreciate y'all. Jackson, 3, 1, 2, 3.